no other mask was spared. The visage of ceremonial orations, in all of its contexts and revisions, as I'm sure you understand, all of the courting masks from the clever and intriguing veil of flirtatious prancing to the infamous lewd monocle, all consumed by the hungry flames. Even the most fundamental fixtures were committed to this irreversible fate. The mask of natural bodily excretions once hung in every lavatory.
TMI.
Most of the public facilities have removed the disposable mask dispensers, but every once in a while I still see such a repository, always empty. At that time, many suggested that we use the precursor relic as a form of self-punishment. The proposal was that we collectively go to the second moon of the sixth planet of Zeta Hyades at coordinates 850.3 by 937.2.
That might be important.
And use the ancient planetarium device to end our existence. After much discussion, we decided that we deserved to suffer. We can use the bomb if we ever decide the time is right. In the meantime, we atone for our grievous mistake with our collective misery. I suddenly sink into a chasm of depression. I must go.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. We now terminate communication in a civil, yet efficient manner.
As do we. Go now with neither malice nor joy.
So, obviously this is a problem for us to fix. We gotta make them happy again, but how? Well, if you guessed that we have to bring parts to repair the Ultron with, then you're right. Where to get the parts? Well, we already have one. You played the game, you'll know exactly which parts you need. If you haven't, well, you'll see. Ah, radioactive world, excellent. Let's get down there. Oops, drove right into that. Can't wait to get tectonic protection. There, and over here. Blends in with the pink and orange a bit, but not invisible. Thorium there. Protactinium. And you. Ah, there's one down there as well. And up and away, I meant to say. Managed to garble that. Simplest of expressions. Let's just say hello again.
Just go away. Leave us to ponder our grief.
Okay.
As do.
Yep. As you probably can guess, they're not going to talk to us in any meaningful way until we find some way of solving the problem. And the problem, of course, is that we got to talk to them to, you know, find out more about the Ultron. And this guy's been following me for a little while now. And it's a probe, of course. But you're looking forward to probe fights. Once an episode, or once a video. Now, before we were so rudely interrupted, what I wanted to do was use a device we have, the Pkunk caster. And that summons someone. So let's head towards them.
I must warn you, Captain. This is the time of the month we Melnorme drive exceptionally hard bargains. Beware. Now, what can we do for you today?
That has no bearing on anything, in case you're wondering. And I think this jolly music and friendly demeanour is a nice change from what we just experienced. Anyway, things to sell.
What would you like to sell, Captain?
I want to sell those rainbow worlds first.
Your ship's log indicates that you discovered the whereabouts of 4 of the rainbow worlds, which so fascinate us. In exchange, we will give you 2,000 credits. What would you like to sell, Captain?
Now, 2,000 credits can go a long way. So, alien lifeform data.
The 13 units of biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 16 credits.
And there we go. So let's buy everything. Buy everything we can.
What trade items would you like to buy today?
I think we can just about afford everything, so let's buy some new tech.
The technology on your left.
Yeah, we've heard this before, but let's buy it.
After some wild game, Well, the changes we made should really make a difference. Unless, of course, that wiring went in backwards. In which case, you won't be able to shoot at all. Or take off, for that matter. Don't worry, Captain. We stand behind our work. If something goes wrong, just bring it back to us, and we'll fix it pronto. The technology we are now offering includes details for building modifications to your planet landers, which make them resistant to earthquakes.
Never really noticed that reverb in the background of his voice being echoed at a different pitch. Earthquake-resistant technology. When we run into earthquakes all the time, extremely useful.
With the addition of these safety belts and heavy-duty shock absorbers, your lander occupants should be much safer when an untimely earthquake strikes. The job is complete. Your landers are ready. The technology we are now offering includes plans for adding auto-tracking modules, which improve the aim of all your weapons.
Generally a good idea to get one of these because, as you've seen in battles, the weapons on the Vindicator fire in a fixed direction. It can make it impossible to hit certain ships at certain angles. Having a tracking module removes that problem.
You are preparing for a mighty battle, eh? Well, let me give you some advice. You should consider using multiple tracking modules, since this will greatly improve your aim. However, never add more than 3 to your ship. Any more would be useless. The technology we are now offering includes plans for adding improvements to your planet landers, which make them resistant to inclement planet weather.
Very useful because unlike earthquakes, you have no shot of avoiding planet weather. It either strikes or doesn't. Luck-based.
A little superconductive spray paint and presto, your lander can sustain a direct hit by a lightning bolt without risking the passengers inside. Usually. Since the job is so easy that a nymph could do it, I expect all your landers will be treated in less than an hour. The technology we are now offering is everything you need to know to assemble modifications to your planet landers, which make them resistant to planetary hotspots.
Yes, please.
With these new ablative plasma heat shields, your crew will be substantially safer on hot worlds. But like all our lander modifications, this protection is not perfect. So remain cautious. Since the changes to your landers are straightforward, your landers should be fitted with the heat shields by the time you return to your ship. The technology we are now offering is plans for building Hellbore cannons, a weapon much more destructive than a simple blaster.
It certainly is, because the projectile is red.